Welcome all of you to my chemistry class. It is the most high time in the pandemic period to have this audio class because you know all it is not possible physically to attend you and to care you. So for that I am sorry. So let's start the subject matter that I have told previously about the Raoult's law and its relations between the mole fraction and partial pressures of the solution. Today, in that solution chapter, I will discuss about ideal and non-ideal solution. What is meaning of ideal and non-ideal solution? At first, we should think about the ideal nature, means the solute that is dissolved in the solvent should have at least the solubility nature, and here the solvent interaction initially there is also equal to solute as well as solute interaction. So there is 100% according to the Raoult's law. So the solution which obeys Raoult's law without any deviation is called ideal solution. As for example, the solution that is benzene and toluene, mixture of benzene and toluene, and mixture of ethyl bromide and ethyl chloride. These are some example of ideal solution. And the condition of ideal solution is that when two solvent or two solute and solvent are mixed together, there must not be any volume change, there must not be any enthalpy change, and that must obey perfectly the Raoult's law. So the conditions I have written here, the ideal solution must have del B mix condition, del B mix is equal to 0, del H mix is equal to 0, and must obey Raoult's law. And when we are considering the graph, taking the mixture solution, when let's say the mole fraction of the solute A or the solvent and solute, the mole fraction graph and vapor pressure. When a graph is plotted between the mole fraction and vapor pressure, we have like this. Independently, we are thinking about this. This is the this is the vapor pressure graph. When the mole fraction going decreasing, then the vapor pressure also decrease. When the mole fraction of B is increasing, then vapor pressure also increasing according to the Raoult's law. So this is the graph which shows the variation of vapor pressure with respect to mole fraction for ideal solution. When these two are mixed, then the solution must obey this one, the vapor pressure going on increasing. Vapor pressure going on increasing when mole fraction of A and B are in this increasing and decreasing. So here the ideal solution always we are considering no deviation. When we are considering the non-ideal solution, then the solution like let's say ethyl alcohol water and acetone, benzene and acetic acid, etc. These are some example of non-ideal solution. What is there actually? In non-ideal solution, we have there is solute-solvent interaction is different than that of the solute-solute and solvent-solvent interaction. The interaction between the molecules of solute-solute and the interaction between the solvent and solvent molecules is different than when they are mixed together, giving rise to a solution where the solvent-solute interactions are different. So because of the difference, we may see the condition must not obey this one. Del B mix cannot be 0, del H mix cannot be 0. It will not be equal to 0. So there is two probability here. One, that may less than 0 or that may greater than 0. Del B mix may less than 0 or may greater than 0. So here, when we are considering del B mix is greater than 0, then that has positive deviation. That is called positive deviation. When there is less than 0, that is called negative deviation. So in this case, the non-ideal solution having negative deviation, where del V mix less than 0, del H mix less than 0, means volume change. Less means when solvent and solute are added, the volume change something less. Volume will becomes smaller. And in case of positive deviation, where we have del V mix greater than 0 and del H mix greater than 0. It is clear. So, non-ideal solution, when we are plotting the graph between the mole fraction and the vapor pressure, that should be like this. Means it is positive for positive deviation. There is something like this. Positive deviation. When there is a negative deviation, that is something like this. That is something like this of negative deviation. There is a different graph of that. So this is the solution containing positive deviation, where the vapor pressure always more than that. Here the del V mix greater than 0 means the interaction between the solute and solvent something less than individually solute and solvent have. So in this case, we can consider the positive deviation, that is the benzene and acetone, ethanol and cyclohexane, that correspond to ethanol and cyclohexane. Benzene and acetone, they correspond to positive deviation. And when consider the negative deviation, solution of non-ideal solution, that may be benzene chloroform or chloroform acetone. These are the solutions having negative deviation. So we are considering the solution chapter. The new concept, that is the colligative property. When we are considering the colligative property of this solution, we will discuss. There we have to consider at first the solution should be ideal. It is ideal. For ideal solution, we are considering the colligative property of a dilute solution. So the colligative properties, just going before that, another term, that is the azeotropic mixture. What do you mean by azeotropes or azeotropic mixture? Means that is also known as another term, constant boiling liquid. When where solute and solvent are there, so with some mole fraction, with some ratio. When we are boiling the solution, then the vapor phase and there is a liquid phase. At the boiling point, what you will see? One is the liquid phase, another is the vapor phase. So the solute and solvent both are evaporating out. Let's say both are two miscible liquids we are taking together. The boiling point of the two mixture is always constant, and here we see the composition of the mixture, solution mixture, component A and component B. Let's say two volatile or two liquids. The composition of A and B in the liquid state or in solution state is equal to the composition of the vapors of these two in that vapor state. So the compositions will be same always, and that remain boiling till all will left out. In that case, we cannot say one component goes at a having lower boiling point will comes out, another will not come out, it will come later at this boiling point. Not that. That is a constant temperature. Both the component A and B are vaporized slowly. They are going vaporized. That is called azeotropic mixture. So here we can say one example here, that azeotrope, we can say water and hydrochloric acid, that is of maximum boiling azeotrope. And when we are considering water and ethyl alcohol, that is minimum boiling azeotrope. Means the boiling point of the solution is something less than that of the boiling point of the two. And in minimum azeotrope, the boiling point of both is something more than that of the two. let's say हाँ हेलो
एते पाना बनेई रखছো कि तुम
हाँ 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 मु आनी तो भूलियनी
हां हां
आ पठे दबो जदी का के मु मणि पठे दे दू ना
हां
हाँ 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 let us now discuss another concept of the solution chapter, that is called colligative property. This property we are considering related to a dilute solution always. Colligative property means we know any matter, any state of matter has some properties. Similarly, a solution should have some properties, but the property which depends on number of the solute particles only, not on the nature of the solute or solvent, depends only on the number of solute particle, is called colligative property. The property, you may write or you may listen carefully. The property of a dilute solution which depends on number of solute particles but not on the nature are called colligative properties. And there are few colligative we will discuss, that is, let's say one, that is lowering in vapor pressure. Lowering in vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and another one we will discuss, that is called osmotic pressure. These are four colligative properties we have to come across in this chapter. Let's say first consider the lowering in vapor pressure. In this case, for dilute solution we are considering the very dilute solution is regarded as an ideal solution. When we are talking about the ideal solution, that must obey Raoult's law. So according to Raoult's law, we know the solution containing non-volatile solute has something lesser vapor pressure than that of true solvent. So the lowering in vapor pressure or the vapor pressure of the solution, according to Raoult's law, we have discussed already earlier. According to Raoult's law, the vapor pressure of the solution containing non-volatile solute is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. And from that we have already derived that PS is equal to P0 XA. P0 means vapor pressure of the pure solvent. PS by P0 is equal to XA. And when we are taking this concept, this derivation as 1 minus PS by P0 is equal to 1 minus XA. And similarly, P0 minus PS by P0 is equal to XB, because we know XA plus XB, mole fraction of solute and solvent must be equal to unit, means XA. XB is equal to 1 minus XA. So here, this is the Raoult's law we have already derived, we already discussed. That is, what is that? The relative lowering in vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute is equal to mole fraction of this solute. Mole fraction of this solute. Here the vapor pressure of the solution containing non-volatile solute is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. But here the derivation comes to here, the relative lowering in vapor pressure the relative lowering in vapor pressure is equal to mole fraction of this solute. And from this concept, we can say this is a colligative property. Lowering in vapor pressure is a colligative property. So if we simplify this one, that is like if you write this one as del P by P0 is equal to XB, means del P is equal to P0 XB, means del P proportional XB. What is that? So here, this is the lowering in vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of the solvent, let's say P0, vapor pressure of the solution, let's say Ps. We know that the vapor pressure of the solution is always less than that of the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So here, del P is equal to XB, means the lowering in vapor pressure depends on mole fraction of the solute, means the number of moles of the solute. Therefore, lowering in vapor pressure is a colligative property. Because we know this. Lowering in vapor pressure is a colligative property. Because that depends on mole fraction of the solute, means number of moles of the solute particle present in the solution. Therefore, it is called colligative property. Now, from this lowering in vapor pressure data, we can calculate molecular mass of that non-volatile solute present in that solution. How to calculate the mole fraction or molecular mass? Here we can simplify again. The XB, we know XB is the mole fraction of the solute. Here del P by P0 is equal to XB. Mole fraction of the solute means number of moles of the solute divided by total number of moles. Mole fraction, number of moles of that component divided by total number of moles present is the mole fraction of that component. Here NB, number of moles, you know number of moles means weight of the substance present divided by molecular mass. So NB means weight of the substance present divided by molecular mass. Again, likewise you can write this one, WA by MA plus WB by MB. In this case, the mole fraction or the number of moles of solute for very dilute solution, somewhere it is negligible, because we are considering the very dilute solution is an ideal solution. In that case, the mole fraction of the number of moles of the solute is negligible compared to number of moles of the solvent. So Na or Nb is very less than Na. Therefore, we can say Na plus Nb may be nearly equal to Na. In this case, what happened here? Wb by Mb again divided by Wa by Ma means it is negligible, equal to tends to 0. Here we can write Wb by Mb into Wmma by Wa equal to del P by P0. Del P by P0 is equal to Wa dot Ma divided by Mb dot Wa. Now, the mole fraction of the solute, molecular mass of the solute Mb can be calculated easily from this formula, knowing the value of P0 and Ps. So, Mb is equal to del P by P0 dot here Mb is equal to Wa by Ma here we can write del P by P0 is equal to Wb Ma by Wamb. So Mb is equal to P0 by P0 by del P into WB by WA into MA. This is the relation from which we can calculate molecular mass of the solute. And this molecular mass of the solute can also related to the molarity or mole fraction of the vapor pressure lowering vapors can be related to molarity of the solution, and that can be calculated as given below. Now I will relate the vapor pressure relation with the molarity of the solution. How to relate that one? And from that we can calculate some problem basing on that molecular mass. Here del P by P0 is equal to WB by MB into MA by WA. Now we know molarity means weight of the substance by molecular mass, means weight WB by MB into 1000 by molarity is equal to W by M into 1000 by B molality, and here is into 1000 by MA. So now here we can write molecular mass or the molality is equal to W by molecular mass into 1000 by capital W. Here the weight of the substance in gram. That is also weight of the substance in gram. And here another term MA, we can write here 1000 because 1000 is multiplied by here. This is the molarity term. You know the formula from the concentration term. So we can change this relation as molality is equal to 1000 by MA into del P by P0. This is the relation between molality and varying vapor pressure. Consider the constant solvent. These two are again constant, so we can say del P proportional molality of the solution. Molality of solution means this again gives another or gives same relation, that is lowering in vapor pressure depends on the molality of the solution. Molality of the solution means number of moles of the solute, numbers of moles of the solute. So in next we have to consider the another in next class, that is basing on this formula, some example basing on formulas and problems, and then I will discuss about the another colligative property, that is elevation in boiling point.